Emotions can run high, especially in the case of tragedy. Over the past week, the NASCAR community lost one of its all-time greats. Kyle Busch passed away this week after a sudden medical situation that seen him pass away just this past Thursday. As everyone reels in the aftermath, everyone tries to remember one thing. Forever Rowdy is in our hearts, and Forever Rowdy will be on the minds of many. Tonight, FLCC will run the Forever Rowdy 600 in his honor. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's coverage on McConey Entertainment for the FLCC. I'm Justin Prince, alongside me is Kirk Mills. Once again, it's Morgan Cook as our producer this evening.
As we're going to go through turns 3 and 4 from Charlotte. Reach down, pull them belts tight one more time from America's home for racing. You got on that starting line, two good guys right there, 21 and the 77. Let's see what happens. Pace car dives into the pit lane. Here we go from Charlotte. Through that restart zone. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing for Rowdy, boys.
Field making its way through 3 and 4. Andrew Dyson is the one driver with penalties tonight. Johnny Avila and Dylan Basin both started this race off pit road. So Basin will have to make his way to the pack, and Avila needs some luck to close on up amongst the field. So Quill able to defend until that point. But remember, we are all in the minds of Kyle Busch tonight. Stay forever rowdy. It's lap 8. New race leader to start lap 9. It is Giglio. He was one of the drivers that picked up the purple license, did not get picked up by any NASCAR team for this year's qualifying series. As he says on the bumpers, he's a free agent. He's running with Black Flag Motorsports tonight and is looking to make some good speed. He is a veteran, though, when it comes to the lineage of FLCC, though. Kirk, you spoke with him.
Yeah, it turns out he used to race back in the 100% Cup Series, which is what the predecessor to the Full-Length Cup Challenge actually was. And he has not returned since the new rebranding to Full-Length Cup Challenge and under the new ownership of Bobby Anderson. And I got to tell you, this 8-car, yesterday in the Friday Night Lights Series, we had Nicholas Vroman drive the 8-car, and he was able to go out and win that race in that 8 machine. And another 8-car leading the race here, even though Dale Jr. used to drive that particular style of the 8, I can tell you it's kind of cool to see 8-car leading the race again.
We continue on with tonight's coverage for the Forever Rowdy 600, lap 18. And as lap 18 completes here, and you see Avila trying to make sure he does not get lapped here. The leaders are already a corner behind him. Some of the others continue their charge. Tucker is doing that. Quill is falling off on the long run. He does not have long run speed right now. D. Michael Tucker in particular, running the highest out of anybody. Oh, he had a slide out of the corner. It's the leader. Giglio's had an issue from the 8 machine, trying to run lower. He's lost the lead to Wood. Conklin and Gitter and Tucker all drive by And Giglio to the end of the top 5.
Oh my goodness, what happened to the 8 car? He was running away with this thing on his own by a mile. And in turns 3 and 4, he's on the bottom of the racetrack. It's real loose down there. It's real hot. Sliding up, getting loose, sliding it off. And now he's gotten 4 overcooked tires. And I don't know if he's going to be very fast for the rest of the stage. When you slide a car like that, it kills your tires.
And or what maybe even ran to the NASCAR side to a point to the where it's going to have speed but not give away all the speed bits. Conklin going to get the run. He was dominant last night in World 600 racing and top split on race spots. He's up to the front again. It's Sean Conklin picking up where he left off, leading laps at Charlotte, but it's not done yet. Here comes one on the crossover.
Yeah, he did a slide job up in front of the 16. 16 shot it down to the bottom, and he's going to do the exact same thing. Slide job right up the hill, and here comes the 17 right back on the bottom. This is awesome racing up front.
Oh my goodness, Conklin nearly spun it and still made the pass. Now it's that RFK machine up to the point. The Ryko power plant up to the lead. Now looks to set sail with clean air. Hold on 1 second.
Oh.
We got problems. Turn 4. That's Dustin Hall. And Hall running 29th. Had a slide in the 1.
Yeah, it looks like he just got loose all on his own. You're going to see it happen off the corner, turn number 4. Did a good job not collecting anyone else, but and also no damage to the 1 car either, but he did lose quite a bit of positions. You'll see it happen here on your screen here shortly.
Little wiggle, lot of wiggle. Bye-bye race car. And Hall did a great job to not even send it to the infield there into the road course portion. To the back he'll go, though, as a result. Hall, it's now running 38th, of -9 from that.
Yeah, you got to remember, too, you only get 15x in this race. Not a lot of incident points you can play with. You do not want to go through the grass that many times because it is a long one, 600 miles. Wow, started from the pits, and the guy's already at the crack the top 10. I cannot believe that talent in that 06 car. You know, it's funny, you'll notice all night, the roof of that car shows the number 6, because that's what he runs, I believe, in the Coke series. But on the side of the car in this series, 6 is already taken by that car right there to his outside. Jonathan Delaney owns that 6. He can't use it, so on the door, you'll see 06, where the 6 normally is.
And remember, 06, it's 3 wide in front, by the way.
Wow!
As that's a squeeze. I don't think the 95 likes the move from Hodgson here. Hodgson playing himself on the bottom, all while Tucker says, I'm out of this. Basin says, I'm back into this with the little mini O on the 6.
I tell you what, this is awesome. I love Charlotte racing. Why the heck did we move the All-Star race to Dover? This is 10 times better. Come on, let's go here. It's good driving by these guys. I like seeing it.
So this is to where we'll see a lot of people splitting up. Sean Conklin, I think, just said something on the radio because he just got into a battle with the 77 of Quill and said, go ahead.
Yep, told you that 77 was going to get there any second now. He was on the march, and he just got there and made the pass look easy. 77, new leader, Jacob Quill leading again here from Charlotte. And I can tell you right now, one driver that's noticeably absent from this top group is a driver who was up in the lead for the majority of the beginning of this race, who's fallen back all the way to 18th. Blake Giglio is out of the top 15, sitting right now back here in that 8 car. It's a handful. He needs to make some adjustments to that machine, it looks like.
Oh, by the way, no surprise here amongst those Benefields starting to make some moves, but the caution is out. We're under yellow for the first time. It's pit entry.
Yeah, Paul Hill's involved. Joseph Galata's involved. The 19 car of Ralph Hutchinson sitting the wrong way on the racetrack. And it will be a few cars that bring out the first yellow of the day here on lap 49, going out of turn number 4. Let's see what happened.
This is what I'm always concerned about here. Look at the 99. Got loose. Bye-bye.
Hate to see it. 36 got up and out of the way. He missed it. Oh, 62, Neil Pearson, heavy front right damage. Sorry, front left damage. Looks like multiple cars, I say about 3 have damage. Paul Hill didn't really get too much of a hit. I'm looking at it again from multiple angles, and I can just say I feel really bad for the 62 because I think he got the worst end of the stick. Everybody else sliding and just trying to avoid contact. You're on board with Neil now. You'll see the smoke, and you're like, I'll go top. That was not the correct decision. Unfortunately, his tires probably are broken. He'll need to get that fixed. I don't know if he's going to be able to get that done very quickly.
And pace car on the back straightaway. You see a lot of wounded race cars. That includes 62 Neil Pearson in it. So that takes care of the pit stops for stage 1 at the very least. But a lot of drivers. Good start. Conklin got it timed very well, but it's teamwork in terms of the setup alliance on the inside.
Man, what a restart for that 16 car.
Yep, got the fire off. And right now, you can see Conklin at least trying to go with Wood, trying to zoom his way forward also. Look at some of the others in the mix here. You see that Coca-Cola machine in the heart of the field at the very minimum. This is to where some drivers are going to have to think pretty soon. Where are they going to get that shimmy, if you will, for some of the moves? Look at some of those like Murray going 3 wide. Contact with Heitman.
Yeah, I don't think he knew that he was 3 wide. 22 of Murray. Remember, he's quick to temper. He's one of those folks that get angry real easy in this series. He got a suspension at one point in the middle of the season. He's got to get real confident, real calm. It looks like nothing bad, but, you know, anytime I see him put in a weird, odd position like that, I get a little worried. So, looks like he's able to hang on to it. Looks like he does. He's going to try and make the bottom line work. It's going to be hard to make that happen off turn 1. You know, that outside line gets a heck of a run with the momentum. Oh, big crash behind on the back straightaway.
Is Breckley involved? We're not under yellow yet. He's not on the racing surface. Will stay green as the 00 stops in the barrier. Let's take a look at what happened here, Kirk.
Oh boy, out of turn number 2 is where this thing gets started. It looks like to me that, he might not have known that he had a car on his outside. You see that 98 up top on the outside. His 00 is going to go up on his normal line. He hits that 98 and just claps the right side of that car and also the rear here. So I don't know if that's going to kill the suspension necessarily. That might have. That one will. But definitely not a way that 00 wants to start his day out there on a racetrack right now. He's still driving. He didn't go to the pit road. He's staying out on the racetrack, so no meatball for him.
Open now. Opportunities are there for some of the others to keep on zipping. You know who's in second right now? It's the 36, Michael Tucker. He is rolling. Quill has already dropped back a bit. 0.3 off the pace to the 36 last time by.
Man.
So Quill, well, at least right at the top, but Tucker's got the speed, especially, it seems, off the corners.
Where did Michael Tucker come from? This guy, this is a kind of a cool little showing for that 36 early in the run. That guy's got a lot of speed. And remember, we saw it last run. He fell off about 25 laps into the run, so we got another maybe 15 laps before that happened. So he's here to stay for a little while. Looks like he's trying to get by the 77, who's also been pushing early in this run. Going way up top now as the top 3 are running 3 separate lines. It gets kind of chaotic in the back of the field, and that's where the fun is. But up here in the front, these guys are just trying to run optimal line, trying to get as much speed as they can out of the car. But the rest of the guys in the back kind of are, you know, they know they're just trying to get top 15 this week, some of the guys. I spoke with more than half of the drivers, and the majority of them said, oh, look out, there they go. Tyler Hunter goes around in the grass. Hang on to it, buddy. No contact, otherwise decides to do a little burnout for everybody. Nice little pirouette. Oh, don't go up on the track, buddy. There you go. Tyler Hunter, get that thing underneath you. He's running for EPI today. Just got loose. Like some contact after being middle 3, I think.
And the EPI machine having a bit of a ride. And look at this 3 wide. Well, how'd that go? Pretty simple. 1 bounce up, 1 bounce down. Bye-bye 48.
And look at that. This is my favorite part. Yippee, just does a little pirouette over the logo. I'm cool. Don't worry about it. I'll get back out there, though. I think he'll be fine.
Here we go. He's on the bumper. The long run coming in again. Once again, the fight is on. The 17 to the inside. Slider up. Right in front of Quill. Quill could have went for the crossover, but elected not to. Just got a bit tight, trying to avoid hitting the 17 on the cut. And now it's Sean Conklin back up to the race lead.
Exactly right. Hoytsman's on the move forward, which is really good. He always has a fast car. It's going to be hard to beat. But he's running with Delaney right now, and those two cars are running around the same speed. But that 36, we saw up in the top 3 a handful of laps ago, back on lap 65. But now, as the run has progressed, he is now falling all the way back, almost outside of the top 10. Just showing that he just has a really good short run speed, but he does not have a long run right now in that 36 machine. Oh,
look at Avila, though. Remember, was barely holding on to the lead lap previously. Now, he's up to 12. Another one of those in the SLOW camp. They run to the outliner side. He told me he owns that side, actually, for the setup side. His promising driver has been for a while, ran with Nexus at one point. He's actually picking up a fair amount of speed here, trying to battle with Galata, who's the head of the pack.
I don't know what may have happened inside that. Oh, look out, somebody's slow on the back straightaway. There's the 83 of Adam Benefield in the grass.
Benefield having issues. Avila having a lot of chatter on the radio. See what happened as that car went for a slide. I think he was going for a slider and lost it.
Not sure. We're going to see that right here, right now. Down the back. Oh, he got loose on his own. Yeah, that was not the Avila's car's fault. Heavy left front damage for... Oh, no, big one. Oh, yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, there goes the left front suspension for Benefield. Yeah, that's why he's in the grass. He's trying to keep control of an uncontrollable object.
And that car is totaled. He's in pit road. And there goes Benefield's chances. Galata, I think, from the past couple laps also picked up nose damage in the checkup from that situation. The 99's got a problem.
Man, oh man, not very good. See that front end damage? That's not going to help him. He's going to need to come down pit road and get that fixed here in about 13 laps.
Front straightaway, Mesnar just had a spin. No caution, we stay green. He was running 40th. And he sent it down pit road to get it back load up without going on the racetrack. Let's see what happened to the 73. Oh, it's a day's old common tale here tonight. Losing it off of 4.
Yeah, it's not the first time we saw it. Probably won't be the last, folks. Everybody's tires are screaming right now. They're just so loose. We saw the 16 slide it sideways. Look at this right now. He's under fire, trying to hang on to third place. Not going to happen. Basin just got by him as Quill moves up to second, and Basin running P3.
Basin a little quicker, but is not there to really take this in. For Sean Conklin, so far, he's led the most laps. 46 with the completion of this time by. He'll bring the 17 up to the green-white checker flag. It's Sean Conklin winning stage 1 from Charlotte. Basin second, Quill in third. Then Matthew David Wood, Nolan Hodgson were amongst the top 5. Delaney, Gitter, Hoytsman, Roman, and Avila are how the top 10 shuffle with stage 1's end. Already to the bumpers as the green is out. We're back underway.
Great jump from Conklin.
And great jump from Basin too. He got himself to the bottom, set himself up early. But everybody else looking to fight. A little bit of a tight maneuver. Wood causing a check for Hodgson. Gitter taking the chance to go inside.
Oh, look at Hoytsma up there trying to make the top line work early in the run. 3 wide with Paul Hill and Vroman. 3 wide back there for 10th.
Vroman laughing on the radio, I think it was. Or something of a cackle. The 99, 95 really. Just trying to find a way to have some fun tonight. Having to charge his way up a spot. Oh, well. It's Avila coming up on the bottom, boxed in by Paul Hill. Yeah, Bobby Anderson having an issue. There is a clearer of race control. So the 5, Amonso's having some issues right there. After the start of the season, Bobby Anderson having issues. This is why.
He's loose.
Did he hit the pit wall? Yes, he did.
Oh, no! That's the worst type of hit you can have at Charlotte. My goodness. An interesting hazard, but we'll see how it goes. Look at Avila up here in the top lane. Holy cow, he's digging. He's going to be on the outside of the leader. Down the back straightaway, side by side for the lead.
Johnny Avila, the Canadian, up to the point. And the 63 for the first time today looks to get led laps. Is the outside to at least get the boost off. And a driver that's been off and on in terms of performance this season runs as well for Legacy. One of the NASCAR back-end teams has his first led lap of the day.
Wow, comers and goers. A whole lot of different cars up towards the front throughout this race.
Because right now, Avila's got pressure. He's got Conklin to the inside. Conklin's long run is kicking in. Avila last time was a 10th off.
Yeah, it's a carbon copy of Quill, to coin a phrase. It's completely original right there. Just kidding, that came from our producer. Side by side for the lead. Out of turn number 2. I can tell you right now, this is kind of great. I love seeing this type of thing, because you could have a car like the 63 lead a bunch of laps, but then, whenever you have to go reap the sow, or whatever the phrase is, the deal. You gotta pay your due. And now you're paying your due. He's side by side for the lead with Conklin. And Vroman's sitting in the wings waiting for an open door. You reap what you sow. That's it. Thank you.
Absolutely. Oh, you had to crash down pit road, or at least a pit stop. Kevin Zosiak had a lot of smoke, and I think it was the former.
Zosiak. I like Zosiak. What happened to Zosiak?
Well, the answer is quite simple. Watch for this.
Williams? No, he just got loose on his own. Yeah, you can see it happening in the middle of the corner. Yeah, did he hit the wall? Please don't. Oh, look at that. Oh, no, he did hit the wall. Dang it, I thought he missed them both. I was like, no. Well, look out on pit road. Glad there's no helmet sitting on the wall.
There are some that will say you can run a certain line to hold on for the arrow, but the caution is out regardless. We're back under yellow, and the 71 is around.
You have got to be joking. Caution is out, and I think it's right at the cusp of like the fuel run. We're in the window, so I think folks are going to come down pit road. You do not want to. You might not take tires. I mean, I don't know. I think you'll still take tires. We'll see. 71. What happened to him?
Have to take 4.
Yep. Oh boy, was there contact at all?
I don't think there was a touch, but the 71 getting loose. That's still on the racing surface. Just watch the onboard with the situation. So important to make sure you hold on with the throttle inputs. He was trying to go for a set on the inside initially. Did he touch the paint maybe?
Let's find out. Goes down to the 8. That looks fine. Looks normal. No, still fine. No, there it goes. Yeah. It just slid out from underneath him. Overcooked the right rear, I think.
There's a lot of people and officials that have been doing that same exact situation, by the way. 67 laps led, though. Conklin's been on top of them all. We're back underway with the green.
My goodness, look out. 77's all over the back bumper of Avila. Oh, it came down into the 6-6, got loose, and here's a huge checkup right there. There goes the 16. Matthew David Wood's around.
Caution flag is out. It's Matthew David Wood. Has a lot of smoke coming out from that area. And now we find out what happens here. I think Wood may have avoided exterior damage. Internal is a different thing. Let's see the reason.
You'll see it right here. The 6 car gets cut off right there. 6 car gets loose, gets up the hill. Everybody checks up. 41 gets into the left side quarter panel of the 16. I think he'll be fine. He should have very little damage to that, I think. But his tires are screwed.
Yeah, that's going to be everyone's question, is how the tires are going to fare out. Apparently there was a call that Quill said, oh, I didn't get a radio call with the 6. But for Wood, in the aftermath, he was just trying to run the top. Small check up there. Either way, around he goes. Good job to hold on to it without going in the pack.
Wheels straight, so I think he'll be fine. He just have to go from the back to the front again and probably just say, hey, this is a scratch. I burnt most of the tire up trying to save the car. Matthew David Wood, Kirk Mills in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
I got you.
Hey, man, I saw you get involved in that little incident there. Got a little contact from the 41. How you doing? How's the car?
Actually, I was incredibly shocked to find out I had no damage. Zero.
No kid. Really?
I didn't give me any damage. I have no right rear damage. So at Kansas, I went from 43rd to 3rd in about 20 laps. So I'm planning to do the same, except I didn't take tires. Just going to save them. So I know we have the pace to get back up there. Outliers are really fast tonight.
Held on to it, though, with Lucas Hoytsma getting a chance to build a run for second already. They all rumble their way off to turn 1. 97 to P2. Inside line is moving actually pretty well, but here it comes the rebound from the outside.
Side by side for second. Still Avila now on the bottom with the 97 on the bottom. See Vroman up there on the top. Vroman in that black machine trying to run the momentum up top. It looks like it might work, and he's probably going to be able to clear Hoytsma before he gets to 1, and he sure does.
Nichols Vroman took about a lap or two to get back up to second, but he'll reset again on the inside. Look at Basin. He wants to race. He made it clear he didn't like pace laps. He wants to go places. He's the first up the way high side for a moment. Now he has to watch the battle for the race lead as Conklin covers up the top. 95 to the inside, cuts through the grass to take the lead.
Wait, no kidding. Holy cow, what a move. There he goes down, taking the lead away. Vroman, new leader up front. Oh boy, but remember, got a long way to go.
How about a pass in the grass, if you will, for the 95. Counts as an incident point, but he still made it clear.
Trying to go, oh, look out, 57 Cameron Stone. He's spinning on the back straightaway. Sideways. Oh, he collects heavy contact with the, I think that's the 71-2 cars. Heavy contact. I think that might do it all for Stone.
And tempers flare on the radio again. We're back under caution. Let's see this again.
Got real loose. The 8 car was way up on the top first time coming out here. 36. Oh, 36 got spooked. He came down into the 57 and 57 sideways on the bottom of the racetrack. Huge hit from the 71. 71. Something happened with him.
Let's see this again. There's a lot of conversation on the radio here. Let's see this at full speed.
I'm looking right at it, and I'm just 71. So they're wrecking already up front. You don't need to worry about it. He's wrecking. The wreck is happening. 71. Holy, yeah, that is that was interesting. I hate to see it. I really do.
Here they rumble through the corner. Green, green, green. We're back on our way. And once again, Conklin got the better jump. Basin can move down wherever he wants.
Wow. That was something else, man. Just like that now, those two RFK cars get up to the lead and side by side for third between Avila and Hoytsma, just right there on your screen.
See right now, Avila just trying to figure something out on the outside at the very minimum now. But most of the field yet again, just hurrying some lookouts on the radio. I think everyone's surviving, and you have to take a guess which person said that. Don't even have to know the audio to know it's the 95 saying, I'm coming through this field. Look at the battle for fourth, how things are going again. Tucker yet again, short run is there. But look at Avila's got the lead opportunity as well. To the front goes the 63. He's got 17 lead laps now here tonight. And he's got an opportunity to see where things stand compared to the Renko cars with Tucker joining in. Oh, by the way, lap traffic, Cameron Stone, low side is in front of them.
He dove it down to the bottom, side by side for the lead again. You can see Basin on the bottom, gonna pull up the hill. Will he do some side drafting? Yes, he will, trying to get there. Barely on the left rear quarter panel. Should be enough. Gonna be side by side in 3 and 4. Slide job.
Look at that. Parks it in front with the slider. I feel at the very least will take a small look. But it's now Basin back to the front as Delaney gets clear. We're on the final lap of the stage. Conklin, we're going to take a green, white checkered here. The 17 has had dominant pace. More than 100 laps led. Sean Conklin gets himself up to the green, white checkered. Stage 2, Sean Conklin's.
Big little gaggle of cars coming across the line there towards 10th place. It looks like a little bit behind 10th, but yeah, it was a pretty dang eventful stage number 2. Let's take a look at stage 2 results right there on the screen. Yeah, he had some help, but he was already loose, and it was just a 2-car incident. Very minimal damage for both cars. Will he stay on the lead lap? That's the question, I think. Oh, nope. It looks like he will, yes.
Got some heavy contact for the outside wall for some of them as more others locked it up. Who goes on the short run this time? We're backing away past halfway. Good jump, good restart for Basin. Avila around Coastal Delaney.
Oh my gosh!
Slide for Paul Hill. They're still slamming down below the apron. We're still green. Stephen Williams involved. Now the yellow flies as Jacob Quill is also decimated.
Oh my gosh, no. Oh, the 63 just got loose on the bottom, and oh no, Paul Hill. Let's take a look. You'll see that 63 car. I hate to see it. Oh, gosh, big ones like that scare me. That could have been a lot bigger. Wow. Paul Hill got air. He hit so hard. Yeah, 26 is done. 26, Paul's out. Man, he was running so consistent. I hate to see that. 77 was doing so good today, too, and all that just from a wiggle from the 63.
Back it away. Good start that time for the 06. The first battle was side by side. You have to go back to about 5th and 6th.
You can see Heitman now making a charge towards the front. That 76 we hadn't seen up front that much today, but Derek Heitman now trying to get his way towards the front. That's cool to see the 76 going as Alex Murray up there on the top trying to rip top lane.
Trying to get the short run back in it, if you will, as the sun's starting to set almost 8 o'clock in sim. As the track temps dip to 92.
Yeah, once the sun goes down and the lights change, I have a little sound effect ready to go. I have something pretty good for this. So we're just waiting for that nighttime shift, and it'll be fine.
On with more to the 3. Murray, we have trouble. Back straight away into the inside wall. A hard contact for the 01 of Graves. We stay green.
No caution. Come on, man. Get that car right and get going. Get going. Go, go, go.
And now we keep racing and hearing that Graves is at least rolling after the incident. Tough break for the 01 machine, who's had a bit of a rough night here, Kirk. As some of the others battle it out, this is why we had the incident.
Yeah, front damage, not fun. Luckily, I don't think the suspension's too hurt, but the engine most certainly might be. Hang on to the car. Normally, when these things snap like that, you cannot save them. But F41, he's good. Take a look up front, though.
Oh, look at that. It's Lucas Hoitzma. His first time up at the front tonight.
It's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's Lucas Hoitzma taking the lead today.
Yeah, just continuing to fight here. No, there's been no massive breakaways. The biggest leads may have been a second or so because there's still been no green flag stops, I think, to exasperate a lot of the gap build up. Look at Galata. He wants the lead. Can he now get himself up front? Side by side, trying to pull back the 97. Graves well below the racing seam. But it's Galata who sends his Bigfoot machine up into a fight. Looks like Galata's got the advantage. Will we get the edge for the first lap of the day?
Oh, they're wrecking off the turn 4. A couple cars go through the grass up here on the front straightaway. It looks like that is the driver of the 11 of Paul Gallimore and the 65 of Sean O'Brien Jr. They keep the car straight, but they go through the grass after contact.
Stay green. Let's take a look at what happened here. This was in the heart of the field. They're now running in the 30s or the late 20s.
Oh, that, and also another incident happened immediately after, just now with Murray. Yeah, we're going to look at that here in a second. But here's the contact. Oh, man, hang on to it. And they save it thanks to that little infield grass that isn't grass.
Then Murray, just moments later, does this.
Whoa, boy. Way to not hit anything, buddy. I don't know, something happened. He got loose early. Remember, that might have overcooked his tires, and it may have been a struggle to hang on to ever since. Let's see how it looks.
Run right about into the corner. And then, bam. Too high up. As time goes. Pressure tires for Cool, by the way, despite the damage, are running 30 flats. They're running 30.8s for the leaders. DeCiani, Maderos. Conklin is coming in now. 17 is ready to set up for the entry.
So
how will he handle? There they go. Leaders are in. The 99 doesn't want to let any chance for Conklin to go up front. There's been a lockup there, but no speeding.
A lot of cars coming down. It's time, yeah. Medeiros pulls out there just in front of the 2 leaders. 99 hits his pit stall, no problem. New leader right now is going to be Dylan Basin leading this race right now.
So, should see Basin and company respond pretty quickly here. Basin going to at least try and stretch. Wood is in, Getter is in. A lot more sends from Jonathan Delaney on the brakes.
Ooh, 95's gotten the outside wall a little bit. Vroman hit the wall.
Does that cause damage?
Not much, no. I don't think so at all. These things are tanks.
As the vehicle is already in the midst of service, the 65, and the caution is out. We have...
Wow.
This 29, Tanner Marty had an issue. This almost brought it out too.
Yeah.
29 is the
Tanner
one who
Marty
brings it out as he tried to pit. There were cars who did not get the memo, and the 29 snapped up the track.
Yeah, he got lucky he didn't hit Derek Heitman there. Derek Heitman, if we go on board with the 76, oh, well, wait a minute. Okay, I don't like that at all. I mean, I like Tanner. He's a good guy, but I don't like the way that looked at all.
Yeah, that was not pretty. Here's Heitman.
Yeah, he came back up and almost hit his right rear. But now let's switch to the in car of him. This part right here. Well, the thing is, I know I have a feeling I don't think this is intentional.
It wouldn't be intentional. I think he hit the throttle. I think he hit the throttle, Kirk.
Yep.
And it just snapped on him when he hit the throttle, trying to go while he was still in the lower gear as he hit the top of the bend. Watch for the lights after the slide.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, he's so lucky. But yeah, you're absolutely right. He slid the tires and he hit the gas again. It just snapped. It is not at all an intentional thing to bring out the caution. It looked bad. I gotta tell you, it did not look good. But when you're in the car, you know how these cars operate with old tires. It makes sense what happened. And you know who this benefits? The guy right there on your screen. I told you, thing he was looking for was a caution. If he got it, it was going to benefit him immensely. And it's benefiting him now.
Dylan Basin is the one who wins the race off pit road over Hoytsma. Giglio staying out. Owens, coming in in the top three. Owens, Williams, Tanner Marti with the caution are the only drivers on the lead lap. Everybody else is going to need a wave possibly. But the wave arounds, that wave around line is at least 15, 20 cars deep, by the way. A lot of single file coming up on the restart. Dylan Basin is off and away.
Oh my goodness, this is a weird looking restart. You don't get these very often. It'll be fun to look at. The whole thing just single file. Normally you only see that in Wreckfest, not necessarily under natural conditions.
Here we go. Spinner inside wall. No caution. We stay green. Williams is the one involved. One of those who benefited from the caution. No more. Just like that, Giglio is up within 3/4 of the leader. Owens is up there as you see the top two try to run away.
And there's some folks making some crazy moves right now, trying to get back from this field right now. I saw a guy diving down almost in the grass trying to make a pass. That was wild.
And now they all try and settle it down, if you will. See, Delaney amongst those trying to make the cut. Tanner Marti from his slide. Not maintaining it all here. He's already dropped to 13 already.
Lights are still not on. Oh, no, lights there. It just now changed right there. Guess what, folks? It is.
The nighttime is the right time.
Heck yeah, we're in the dark now, boys. He's run P2 since the restart, but following back now, 5th and possibly. Oh, look out! There goes. That's Sean O'Brien. All right, don't spin it out, buddy.
Look at the Gallimore getting himself a little feisty here. Bit of a squeeze initially.
It'll happen on the exit of 4. Let's take a look at it. Up the hill, he's loose. Yep. And there you go. No real damage for anybody, but it's just a little simple spin on the front stretch.
Here they come to the 01. Now as they reach the lap traffic, they're going to sort it, but the caution is out. Down the back, Tucker involved, Stephen Williams involved, as the 36 was running 26th.
Yeah, his tires were killed, man. His tires were killed. He got loose off turn number 2, and oh, I don't like the way this looks. 98. Oh, man. When you see this, you're not going to like it. You saw him get loose, and look at this. Oh, boy. I hate that for Williams. That will be the stage, though. End of stage 3. The final stage is done. Let's take a look at our top 10, our final results for stage 3.
Unofficially, it's Basin, Hoytsma, Delaney, and Conklin, followed by Wood in the top 5. Dylan Basin in front, Lucas Hoytsma in second. We're having tire spin for third. We're back on our way, though, with everyone else shuffling and bouncing. The lights are on. We're racing into the darkness.
3 wide through the middle. Look at that. He's shooting a gap in that 17 machine. Going 3 wide for second place into turn 3.
Trying to force his way on through here. Outside, though, prevails for one. And just like that, Hoytsman in front of Conkle, and Delaney shuffling a bit of a grass pickup for Matthew David Wood back there. They're racing pretty aggressively, but the leader is trying to run away.
Oh man, there's some pushing going on all throughout the field, but right here you're seeing it on your screen. Starting to get settled in. These guys know it's 98 laps to go in the longest race of the year, and your job is to be able to find a way to win this thing. Get in the right position. Baseman and Hoytsma scooting out to a good position, but the rest of these guys are just trying to sort themselves out. Hoytsma's going the wrong way, guys. For the lead, Galata to the bottom. He just got it. Go ahead.
I was about to say, Galata's got the pace right now with how things are going now with the race lead. But Basin wants it back. Basin to the inside. Can Basin get a chance again? No, Galata running back up front.
Oh boy, it's good. It's getting good, guys. Getting good. It's not just a two-man show today, at least not so far.
Absolutely isn't what things are going.
Yeah, these guys back here that are in a rough spot, they got to change up the system. They got to do something different. They cannot do the same thing as the leaders and expect to possibly beat them. But right here, battle for the lead as we're talking about it. Galata and Basin side by side. Basin's trying to take it back.
Here we go again. Basin to the inside. We know that switch is now being flipped on around 30 laps in. A little bit of contact there. Now Basin runs his way to the inside still. A little bit deeper for the 06 on entry. Galata will have the chance to get the run on the exit, but they're both weeble wobbling.
Both loose. Yeah, getting real sideways, these two. But, you know, third place is sitting in the wings, and I think he's liking this, too, because that 21 car, Patrick Gitter's trying to get all he can get. But these two still side by side for the lead with 70 to go when they cross the stripe. Hell yeah, keep it up, boys.
Still trying to sort themselves quickly. Galata's got some good ability to squeeze off these corners still. There it goes on the pass. Basin back in line.
Oh, he'll reset it up and he'll try it again, no doubt about it. But now the 21 is caught closer up to him, and he's going to get there as they're battling side by side for fourth between Delaney and the 17. Look out, almost hitting each other off the corner.
Sean Conklin saying, can we please calm down so we can run this lead down? I think Delaney's saying, I feel faster.
Yeah, he wants to be able to race. He wants to have fun. But I think that Conklin really wants to get involved in this as the leader is now under fire again. Basin to the bottom. Trying to make it work. Galata on the top. Oh, this is good racing.
It's a phenomenal battling, if you will, so far. So here we go again. Coming up towards the fuel green light on gas, though. Patrick Gitter did close up a 10th last time with the way things are shuffling. Basin up the track. Basin to the bumper. Basin to the wall.
Oh, big time.
Everybody hit the wall, the whole top three.
Oh, that ain't good. I didn't like the way that looked, boys. I didn't like that at all. 99 still trying to rip the top. But that might have done some damage to those guys. Maybe a little. I'm not sure, but they're hanging on to it right now.
Definitely flirting with disaster, if you will.
Great song.
Right now, can the 99 withstand the pressure again? He's led 41 laps after all, but Basin's led 90. Inside again for the pro driver. Outside for Galata. Basin got the chance to clear. Forced the lift.
Yeah, he had to lift because the 21 of Patrick Gitter had a run too. So Patrick Gitter's going to take advantage of it. First to third and less than a corner. You can see now the 21's trying to make sure that that basing character doesn't get away, but it doesn't look like he's going to get there for now.
Into those final few miles, if you will. And for a lot of drivers, the thought is, are they going to try it again in officials in the morning or afternoon? Or are they just going to focus on the next week? Because after this point, remember, get up to that home stretch of already that middle portion. Tracks like Nashville, Michigan, Pocono.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun to race those, but what I'm looking at right now is these top three. Delaney has caught these two. I think that 6 car is quick on the long run. He has a fast car, and I think it's going to be between these three if it continues. Look at that. He goes down to the bottom for second place. Oh, boy, this is going to get good. Whoa, huge hit from Patrick Gitter. Holy cow.
Bit of a moment there, but Gitter still going for it. Facing a big lift in the corner. Here comes the 21 to the inside, up for the race lead. Gitter looking for it. Can he take it again? He's led 9 laps tonight. The answer is inconclusive for now.
Oh, yeah, he's getting there. He's getting there, and so is the 6. Oh, boy, it's going to be a 3-wide battle for the lead. Here he goes, 3 wide to the bottom. 3 wide for the lead with 55 laps to go, 54. Oh, that slide job from Delaney from the bottom to the top made a 3-wide pass. Made it work. That was awesome.
Here comes Basin inside. He looks for the cutback. Delaney stays to the middle. Basin to the inside. Gitter up top. Run for Delaney there. Pull back from Basin. Clear is Delaney.
Oh, it's getting good now, boys. Is it? Delaney's got it right now, but Basin trying again down on the bottom. He's going to carry a little momentum. They'll be side by side down the back. And what will Patrick Gitter do?
Well, he's going to make it simple. He'll try and make a pass. And we're hearing a pit stop on the radio. It's Galata to open the window. So Galata is trying the undercut. Going to see a flurry of stops now. And it's going to get really active for that really quickly.
Now it's a matter of time, because if everybody follows Galata, that's going to change some things. Some guys might, react to that, and they might come down. I'm not sure. You don't want them to have too much of an advantage. I'm looking at P2 right now. P2, yep, he's coming down. Yep, here he goes. Patrick Gitter on pit road. He's made his bed now. Just Basin. He's got to stay out long, and he's going to try and win it on the back half. He's going to try and do it that way, it looks like. It'd be surprising if he came down pit road this time or within the next 5 laps or so. I'd be very surprised.
Now, he's good on the bottom. We'll give him that credit here as he comes up to under 40 laps to go. Now this upcoming time by. Here we go. This is net second. Conklin able to hold on with Delaney, trying to lower the groove a little bit, trying to nibble away at the bottom. Looks like Galata at the very least will unlap himself here. Now you're losing your advantage here of pinning some of the top drivers a lap down here. Now you've got to think, do you come down here and take the risk? Oh, Basin nearly spun it, in fact.
He's very loose, yeah. And pit entry is going to be that much harder for that car because he has the oldest tires out of anybody on the racetrack ever. So pit entry is going to be real difficult for that 06 when he eventually decides to come down pit road. Now, but if we look at this by the stint number, hopefully we can get that back up here as soon as we can. Not necessarily the stints in that format, like everybody on the pylon, the stints, like how many laps since the last time they came out. Yeah, here we go. I think we're starting to get that up here shortly. Sorry about that. There we go. That helps. That's the last lap they pitted on. So you can see, do we have the option to make that lap since last pit? As Delaney's getting leaned on right here.
Basin is in. Basin is in. Near
He's still leaning
contact.
on him.
Conklin and Delaney door baiting as they will battle for the race lead spots here. Both of them closing up to Galana quickly. Basin is rolling in, and Conklin's trying to roll the top.
They know how important clean air is going to be at the end of this race. They cannot let each other go. They're leaning on each other into the wall. They make contact. They go through the grass, still side by side, not over yet.
Tempers flaring. Basin just now exited pit road. How will Conklin's car fare after that one? Delaney backing off. Conklin is second. He's looking for the lead.
Wow.
Basin, for his sake, after the stop, lost 11 seconds. He is in 16th place. Galata hugs. Now Conklin grass. He cuts underneath. Conklin through the grass again. He slides his way to the race lead.
Oh, man, what a move. But now that 6 car is trying to get by for second and possibly trying to get a run for the lead here. I think he's got the momentum. He's going to try to go to the bottom, get shut off. Can't quite do it. 6, oh, he gets up into the 99 who gets loose after a little contact. 99's out of it.
Galata got loose with the bobbles. He lets get her on through. And now it's a duel between Conklin and Delaney. 32 coming up to that point, laps to go. Under 33 left in this one. Delaney trying to reset. Traffic is a quarter track ahead. Basin, by the way, we're hearing has made up 3 seconds for his mark. So Basin may be a factor later. But for now, it's Delaney really trying to hound the 17, get him loose on these entries.
Yeah, I think we may have saw something similar to this during the All-Star race, these two getting at it. It's happening again.
Here we go with Delaney on the inside. The 6 to the bottom. The 17 to the outside again. Now it's Delaney with the clean air. Conklin looking for the response back.
Do you remember that last lap at Dover for the All-Star race when these two made contact and the 17 went spinning, 6 car went on to win? I think that 17 might be thinking about that particular moment in this particular situation. But he's lost a lot of ground on the 6, actually. 6 is starting to pull away a little bit. And, you know, circumstances might be slightly different. Who knows? But I can tell you, looking at this top 3, it is a very exciting top 3. And top 15 altogether is also pretty dang cool. Nicholas Isaacs, making his first ever 600-mile race, is running in 14th. He's never run in a 600-miler before, and he's doing a great job getting the top 15 if he's able to finish this out.
Yeah, some great drives. The Hall plus 26 tonight, plus 29. Johnny Avila, who's in the top 3 at the moment. Haven't mentioned that too much as the runs progressed here. 15 for Tanner Marti after a spin, plus 14 for Jason Taylor among some of the cutters up to the pack. For Basin, look to be the highest he's going to get, maybe 4th at best. The call did not work. 3 seconds behind after being almost a second ahead at the time of the start of the window as O'Brien Jr. hits the wall there. 2 to go from Charlotte.
You know, he's still giving some credit. He was having a great day, and just unfortunate strategy did not work out for him.
Battle for second, heating up at the end of this one. Gitter trying to hold off Avila. Avila looking for one of his best runs of the season, but the white flag is out. It's the final time around from Charlotte. This week has been a tough one for many, with Kyle Busch in the minds of many. But as we said at the top, he'd want everyone to race. That includes in the virtual world. Tonight, Jonathan Delaney backs up his speed from the All-Star race and carries it into Charlotte, North Carolina with a rapid bit of pace to end. It's Delaney who wins at Charlotte.